You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow.
Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Happy New Year's,
Happy
man.
fucking
Happy
New
New
Year's.
Year's.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year.
2021, we made it, man. We back, man. This is episode 5 with a Flex podcast. It's French Rose. I am here with
Your boy. Go ahead. My fault for cutting you off.
Niggas
Yo,
in
we
a
happy
rush.
about the New Year, man.
Niggas in a
We
rush.
happy about the New Year. We happy about the New Year.
Rush,
That's
nigga
it.
said.
Yo,
Your boy.
I apologize.
your boy.
Good thing.
Nah, it's your go. It's your go. Go ahead. I'm humble today.
It's envy, y'all.
Your boy Price. And we here with another episode of Up Flex Podcast, man. I
Happy
ain't
New
even
Year
said
again,
this.
y'all. Happy New Year again. I hope everybody, made it through safe. Well, you here, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Congrats.
Right.
Word.
I'm messing.
That's a fact.
Yo, everybody that didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? For all of us that's out
My
here.
condolences. Cause
For all of us out here, I mean, we rocking for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
2020 was a draining year. And being that we survived, we here.
Mhm.
People that could see this, they're alive, they're here.
Listen.
Thank you for
Nah,
being
you
with
out,
us.
you out.
And
you got like 16 going on.
For the
You on
people
camera,
that
you
lost
on
somebody and for everybody that was lost, God bless y'all. We doing this for y'all. So anyway, fellas,
Right.
What's up,
this is
y'all?
the roll up.
This definitely is the roll.
This the roll up. You
Yo,
know
we
what I
over here
mean?
And this is a Flex fucking podcast. I'm sorry, I had to say it again.
This is
Oh,
this
man.
is our segment where, you know what I'm saying, we introduce current events or what might be going on the
Correct.
top of the show. We also in the midst of rolling up our herb, you know what I mean? And the first thing I want to kind of talk about is, I mean, I know we up here in the Northeast, whatever the case may be, but y'all know down in Georgia, they having a runoff election,
Correct.
and this is for, I guess, complete alignment of the Democratic Party inside the government. So for so long, it's been, you know what I mean, Democrats with a Republican Senate or vice versa, or this type of joint with the House, and the Senate is like this. So you know what I mean.
They trying to see who
So
controlling
now-
the crib or something like that.
So basically, they about to align the whole crib.
Right.
You feel me? So if the Democrats are allowed to align the whole crib, they gonna be able to pass certain laws a little easy.
They
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
be
Make
able-
things a little easy.
So this ain't no,
As it should be
they-
at some point.
ain't no sneaky stuff type thing going on there like that.
I mean, you
is
never
that why-
know
is that
with
why-
the-
that's-
that would
but that's why
listen.
I
You never
talking
know
about
with the
it.
government,
You
but
talking about that?
just think about it like this: if I'm able to, like you said, align the crib, if I got everybody on one accord,
Mhm.
then I'm able to pass it through a little bit
Okay,
easier.
Okay, so
Things
that's,
become a little bit easier, and you know what I'm saying, for the opposing side,
so that's why they
who the
trying
Republicans
to tighten up
are,
right
yeah,
now.
that's why they
Okay,
trying to
that's why
they trying to tighten up and make sure
Uh-huh.
that, you know what I mean, if there's anything that they could do to prevent that from happening,
You're doing it.
they trying to make that happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So hence why they don't want to lose those 2 seats out there in Georgia. You know what I mean? What y'all feel about that though? Like, how you feel about basically the nation is dangling paws off of 2 people? Off of 2 people. The fate of the nation is dangling by 2 people right now.
Well, I feel like
And it's
we-
probably gonna be over by tonight or tomorrow or some shit like that.
I feel like pause. We between the rock and the hard place. Pause again. Because at this point,
You see that lighter?
it's. I mean, the Democrats. I mean, yeah, we gonna pass shit through easier, you know. But at the same time, I mean, you really don't know what's coming up next. With all of the shit that we've been through with 2020, we really don't even really know what to expect. Truthfully.
What's today? Couple days in? 4?
Today's June
the
4th.
Today's January
July,
4th.
January 4th.
Yeah, this
Damn,
nigga
I want
is-
it to be summer so
This
bad.
nigga.
I'm trying to get to the future.
Golly.
I'm trying to get to the. I'm
Bird
trying
Marty
to get
McFly. God damn. Chill, Marty.
Yo, that shit did happen on October 21st, so I ain't gonna hold you. My son did go back to the future.
Right. You feel me? But yeah, like, honestly, we really don't know what to expect. It's been a tough year, once again, saying again, like, so.
Still a lot of
We
politics
doing a lot of
being
hoping
hashed
and
out
praying
right
for
now
this
anyway.
2021, man, at this point, man.
Hey, yo, so I ain't getting no money yet. What about y'all?
Nah, I ain't see no stimulant.
Yo, salute to everybody that got it. You know what I'm saying? Make it worthwhile. That's all I can really tell you.
Hey,
That's a fact. I'm throwing that in Bitcoin.
I seen a post where niggas did the math for the $600 for 365 days. They divided it. I think it said
$1.64. $1.64
For the
$1.64.
year,
Yeah,
somebody was
every
a
day.
jerk.
Yeah.
Somebody was going in
That's all you could spend a day.
A
out of
day.
that.
a day,
Mm.
and it'll last you. However, if you think about any other type of motherfucking system that where you could throw that shit in and make more than
You can't even get a beef
$1.64,
patty with that.
it gotta be the stock market or crypto. You feel me? Because that 600, unless you drowning in debt and you need to pay off your big debts first, and then take care of
cover it anyway.
That's what I'm saying. 600 ain't gonna cover it anyway.
Beef patty
So
like
you
two
might
and
as
some
well
cheese.
throw that in something that's gonna earn you some cash.
Some capital to
You
be
know
able
what I'm saying?
to
Some
double back
capital,
out
whatever
and
it
be able
is.
to
You
throw
feel what I'm
back out.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that $600, that's, you know what I mean? It's a couple dollars. Go to the
Crippling.
store for me right quick. Couple dollars, you know what I mean?
And it's
That's-
funny to even say people. I say our nation, I guess. We out here looking at like that, like a spit in the face almost. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people still out there whining about that. 2 racks that they want. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that. Throwing that shit in Bitcoin. They giving us money.
I
I'm
mean-
putting that shit back in the market.
Right, that's the smartest thing anybody.
Throwing that
can
shit
do.
back in
That
the
shit,
market,
put
man.
That shit right back in the market.
Yo, a
It's not
lot
even
really
my money.
happened last year. So what
I mean,
else?
yo, Uncle Murder said it best though. I think it was one of the lines. It was, damn, what he said?
That rapper was crazy.
That rapper was crazy.
He was mad
He
long.
said it was his
13
last
minutes,
one
boy.
too, but
And
he
that's
said a
it,
line on
yeah.
that shit that was so
He
vicious.
sound a little different on that one though.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
gonna
He
lie,
put a
sound
lot
little
out there.
different. I
he
don't
put
know
he
what's
put
going on.
a
he
lot
put
out
bad
there.
shit up in that
Yeah,
shit.
he
The
was
one
saying
thing that
something
he kind of
different
threw
on
me
that.
off with a little bit was the Tiana Taylor.
Oh, he said something about what he said.
He said something about everybody
That.
about.
Nah, he was
said-
going so. It was so much
it
to
was
say.
so much.
He's spending
He
like
said things
one
like-
sentence on
he
shit.
said
Like, yo,
things
this
like, yo,
happening. Yeah.
He
And they
said-
switched up the beat. The beats was just
Yes.
lit.
It's
Yes.
13 minutes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like the
You
way
know,
he
50
switched.
got him.
Yeah, he switched
50
it up
got
so
him.
many good times.
He got
It's
the
like,
whole power
yo,
soundtrack.
come
All the
on.
instrumentals
But
was on that
yo,
one
bro,
shit.
He saluted. He was doing everything from saluting
telling you.
everybody to
Yeah.
smoking niggas.
He was smoking niggas. He
put-
was
yo,
saluting everybody. You know, it's the
all
usual
through
wrap
it,
up,
yeah.
but I ain't gonna front.
This was a different
Yeah,
wrap up.
he
'cause
put
this
that-
was a
he
different
put that-
year.
yes,
Like my
yes.
man, when he even spoke about the, I did cut off the Tiana, situation. But even with the George Floyd, he said, y'all don't see these devils out here stepping on our neck for 8 minutes.
Yeah, he was poeticizing that motherfucker like a motherfucker. Cause everything that you know that happened this
Yeah, the
year,
Breonna Taylor, but
the Kobe shit, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh, Breonna Taylor.
we gonna look forward to
Yeah, he
that,
said
bro.
that the people
we
that-
gonna miss that, I should say.
The people that did that still ain't been arrested yet.
No, he said they got charged for shooting at the wall.
They got charged for shooting at the wall, right? That's bad stuff. It was a wild year.
It's a lot.
Basically,
Wow,
them niggas
yeah.
value the wall before they value us.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
charge them
And he
niggas.
was
That's
and he was
basically
and he
what
was calling
saying.
an attorney general. He's like, yo, you a sellout. Like
Yeah.
that shit is dead black because for somebody that look like you, that's branded just like you, look the same just like you, and you don't got no remorse because of whatever power
even said-
or
I don't
whatever
trust-
weight that you
People though,
carry.
She probably got remorse, but it be
He
so
don't got
fair.
nah,
He
that
don't
attorney
got-
general
man,
he don't got no
smoking.
remorse, bro.
Even when he spoke
That
about
was a
the-
chance for him to stand up for who he is as a human being.
Niggas be so scared to lose
But
that little bit of
he
power
exactly.
that they got.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. It's
to
not
you.
even like they got remorse. They just scared.
See if I-
Nah.
Niggas is little
Yeah,
cogs,
I mean,
they
you can say
pawns,
that.
They
You can
cogs
say
in the
that.
system.
See that?
You know what I'm saying?
Because it
Let
take a
them
lot
know.
of courage for him to be able for him to say, you know what, I'm gonna go against this shit and I'm gonna prosecute these however many cops it
And, the
was.
whole, and everybody in all his mans looking at him
You know what
crazy. All
that
them
is?
white
That's-
niggas he was
that's
running
going
up, all
against-
them other people he was kissing ass
That's
to, looking at him
considered going
crazy.
against the grain.
And that's what
Yeah,
he's fearing.
That's considered going
he
against
fear
the
made
grain.
that
courage
more
to
than
do
he
that.
fear
But
how
you-
his
but
own
bro,
people
that's not
look at him.
that wouldn't even be an encouragement because then when you find out that was never I wasn't going with the grain the whole time. I have been going against it, and now that I know that I'm going against it, and I'm you know what I'm saying,
Right.
it's a lot of madness that really
Transpired.
really
in
happen, and
2020.
I'm pretty sure that besides the pandemic, making people lose jobs and you know what I mean, homes, mortgage foreclosures, you know what I'm saying, people moving out, not having nowhere to live, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure, like these things didn't really. It was like to add insult to injury. This year was like, I'm just adding insult to injury. You know what I mean? Because whatever you're dealing with through your normal life, if you were
Trump was impeached this year. Kobe died this year.
Mhm.
Right.
Motherfucking.
multiple people died.
I mean,
Multiple.
regular people were getting murdered and it was going
Man,
viral.
even-
like These
so
are the-
funny. Even when you say that, the death thing. Even we grew up on Jeopardy, Double Jeopardy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, certain people got up out of here that was.
And that joint just really, some things was just like, yo, like, remember when I used to say some small stuff? That's why I even like his wrap up when he was like, yo, God, like, yo, you're bussing up.
Yeah, that was the
God,
yeah.
you're bussing up. Like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? I like the little jokey thing that he put in there. Like, why you ain't take a Westbrook or something like that instead of Kobe? You get my point.
Why
You get my point. I'm just saying
Yeah.
and I completely understand them things. You know what I mean? Like I say, people have their own situations with life, and it's just like, damn, this whole year was insult to injury.
Right.
I mean, how y'all feel about the president? Feel what I'm saying? The actual president. And now this is the beginning. This is the top of the year. Nah, not the president elect. President. He made a call to try to overturn the election that is already won according to, you know, how the system is set up. So the president elect already won, but the president is still making mafia
listen,
mafia moves.
I can't say
like
it's not
he-
2020,
like
but
like, you know what I mean?
Yo, listen.
I'm assuming, when did this happen? In 2020 still?
No, this was like 2 days ago that tapes was released that he was on the phone calling the Secretary of State out there.
If that happened in 2020, my point is what I'm trying to say.
That's a follow up from 2020,
right?
In a sense,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's how he's kicking off the year. Like
I can't even blame him. Look at all of the shit that already happened, all of the unbelievable shit that took place. This is not even unbelievable that he trying to do this. I get what you're
that's
saying.
why I don't be mad at them because
But I'm not surprised,
bro,
that he trying to do
I
this.
agree.
you see, like,
Because
His whole election
year,
was a whole what the fuck.
Well,
the
the
fact
whole
that
last
he even
year.
he's even like, oh shit.
the whole last year was like that. Was like every move that he made was almost like, yo, can this get even more unreal? But at the same time, he's blowing a whistle as to far as, bro, this whole shit is fucked up. So I'm gonna just do what I want. You feel what I'm saying? And whoever see it, whoever like it, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm gonna just do it.
absolutely.
So it's like at this point, we showing the how exactly the system is flawed in a sense. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
gonna over. Do you think it's gonna be able to overturn it?
Oh, the election? Oh, bro, I mean, according to the law, what he's doing is illegal. But as far as you don't know what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? He got more than enough people supporting it. He got certain situations that
there was a nice meme with Trump standing with these two black women, and the title of the joint was like,
y'all got that little
"My
$600?
fault, babies." My fault, y'all. I couldn't get y'all that 2 racks. It's 600. Is it gonna cover for the time being? Type thing. And I was like, damn, like the way that he's connecting with people is on a level to where it's like,
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
So basically what's happening is your man made a call, and when he made this call, he basically asked for something to be done that is not usually done. Usually there's a normal transition of power, and he makes it happen, and you know what I'm saying, they just follow through. Again, your man got up in there and he said he's doing whatever he wants. So, I mean,
he did. Remember, and not
that's
even,
how he was going the whole time.
In every area. Remember, and not to be funny or to say it again, my man 2-step in the places that it called for him to 2-step, and he got his dance from the masters of that. And those masters probably have been manipulated over passing down that gift to him. So my man's really, and that's why I don't mean to even drag it a little bit more, but I've said it before the wrap up came, and not to if it wasn't for you, by the way, everyone, this is my first time even. I had to listen to all of the wrap-ups that my man had because I never heard any of them until he was like, yeah, I heard the wrap-up. So now I'm listening, and these are things that I've said and that we've spoken about. My man's just saying like, yo, like I know Lil Wayne and Kanye tight now because all of the backfiring that Donald Trump is having.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, but I'm not going front. I salute Donald Trump because you're
without
gonna
him.
raise us up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know that you're
Yeah.
gonna raise us up, and some of the people need to open their eye. Like, yes, like I said, all of this whole year,
That's true.
insult to injury.
Cause basically you opened it up to where we could see the facade now.
Right.
I can
And
see
because-
all that. Damn,
because
that's all that's in there.
Right.
And because we able to not only see the facade, but we
Uh-huh.
also able to see our true selves.
Grab your things. Let me
Yeah.
sew this up myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh yeah, you didn't want.
So that's why it doesn't, like, honestly, if it don't matter if the
Right.
Republicans got it or if the Democrats got it. All we know now is that we gotta kind of fend for ourselves. You know what I mean? And in fending for ourselves,
we gotta.
we
gotta
gotta
be
dig
true to it
deep.
now.
Yeah, we gotta
We
dig
be
deep
true
and be
to it
true
because
to
we've
it.
been
Facts.
doing it the whole time.
Facts.
Now we gotta just be.
Like you said, be true to the game. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like really dig deep and really
Mhm.
identify exactly who we are, because from January to December 2020, it just felt like the longest workout in the world.
Nah, that's a fact.
It felt like you was doing unlimited pull-ups with one arm.
This is a
You know what I
year to
mean?
let
Like,
a lot of people know,
no.
like this would
What
be
you
my
was
thing.
about.
Yeah.
Like, are you true to this thing? Like, can you
Mhm.
withstand that type of pressure? Can you even get to that level to be able to take on these things? So, yo, for the people that made it, and for the people that
Said that we doing this for them,
are
bro.
lucky
Yeah.
to have made it through as well. Like, yo, look
Right.
at
Doing
what's
it for
going on.
ourselves, too,
Think about what, you know what I'm saying. A lot of politics is going crazy. A lot of people, I don't even know. Like, I think one of the last small things that I did hear too is they're overloaded with 18-wheelers, more 18-wheeler stockpile with dead bodies in it. Extra.
Yeah, I read
You know what I'm
something
saying?
like
Like,
that.
it's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right before, and you know how they really try to smoke us out. Right before the end of the year, they choose to say, and hey y'all, there's a strain worse than
Yeah.
the COVID.
The super virus.
That had me cracking up. I was
I
like,
hear the
listen,
600 beans too.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Whole
I was
600.
like, and they said Cali already hit.
Godspeed.
hit by. I'm like,
You know what I mean?
come on.
They
y'all.
hit us with a double. That's a 2-piece. They left a biscuit too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Here.
600 stronger joint.
Nah,
that means they got our fear, and then they got our hopes up. So they like, you know what I mean? They got us on the ropes right now. We
Hopefully
looking
this money
like.
get you through that second wave of
Come on,
Corona.
I'm
right.
throwing that in the coins,
That's
boy.
right.
Throwing that in the
Yeah,
crypto.
man.
Right.
For real,
I ain't
because
gonna front, like, it's been like a real hustler year, like y'all was saying. Though.
Yeah.
Like, this has definitely been one of those like real hustle oriented years. Like,
I've heard
I'm
a lot
talking
of
about,
people all year
like,
saying it's the
because
most
we
money I
already
made.
know what's
It's
on
the
the
most
grand
money I've
scheme,
saved.
but let's really talk about, like, first of all, females on another level. Like, listen, girls is selling eyelashes, fingernails,
Come on, you
fingertips,
name it, they got it.
toenails,
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucking
Gucci,
eyebrows,
if they need to,
noses,
you know what I mean?
wigs,
Digital-
hats,
digital pictures, all that.
sneakers, gloves, fingertips for the gloves. Yo,
Everything.
they selling everything.
Everything.
They selling everything. There's a business literally for as niggas selling ashtrays now. Niggas is making up ashtrays. Niggas is fucking. I seen a fucking picture of a fucking bedazzled out fucking crock. It was a crock. I'm talking about the shit had the fucking
Bling,
35
Now,
bedazzled
now it costs,
jewels. It had the Chanel
now it costs
shit on it.
$40 now.
Gucci.
Now it
$40.
costs
What is you
$40.
Crocs
talking
was
about?
already up there, but now
Yeah.
This
it's
shit
like
costs $130, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you these
Now
nigga? I'm
Crocs
talking,
is
bro,
Jordans
you
now.
can't even see the
Crocs, and they
nigga.
go, and
You
Crocs
can't
is
even see
J's
the
now.
hole in the Crocs
They
no
winning.
more. I'm
Yeah.
talking about everywhere it's a hole that say Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and they got the fucking jewels. They got chains going around and shit. This shit is
they
going
up
nuts.
with it.
Fur in the back.
they
Going nuts.
They up with it.
Like they
would you
going
cop,
nuts.
would you cop
No.
Shorty that?
Oh, shorty?
Yeah, would you cop Shorty that?
I mean, yikes. You really
He
buying
said,
that?
I mean,
I mean, that's black business, but like, that's what you really want to do? That? You say that's...
Yo, get your own Crocs.
You
With
say
your
that's
own.
crazy. Yeah.
Yo, listen.
We get the glue, we get the come
and
on,
I
stop
like
playing.
that. But
Stop
you know
That's
playing.
the
why I like
hustler. This, yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
go to the spot, they glue, you saying 30 little Chanel fucking buttons right there.
I
Come
like
on
that
now.
because you know they could.
Those is not real Chanel buttons.
Exactly.
Those is not real Chanel
How
buttons.
how you know
How
this
dare
is
you?
real?
Those is not real Chanel buttons. No, not doing that. Not doing that.
Yo,
It's been a
you
funny
said
year.
130 for a pair of
Are
those?
you dumb? 130. I just seen this the other day. I hope the girl
I
that
did
that,
see them
that,
on the
that
gram,
I
too.
hope
I
she
see
see
it.
this. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me though, cause I'm gonna get a pair from Shorty. Leave that out. But yeah, 'cause
I'll
I
make
put-
you a pair.
I just promoted your shit out there. I just put your shit out there. Stop
I'll make
playing.
you a pair.
But yeah, like, you know
Or
what I
I'll
mean?
have Shorty make you a pair. You know what I mean?
But
Word.
they going nuts. That's basically what I'm trying to show you. Like, they selling everything. So that's a positive. to the situation. Like niggas, that's
That's
one
the
way.
line he said. I'm sorry to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
The line he said was, Obama gave everybody trap phones, and Trump
Trump
gave
gave
everybody
everybody
re-up
re-up
money.
money.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, that was the bar right there of the
Tough.
song. That was the bar of the song.
That's tough.
That explains it all, man. And
And we need that re-up money.
and we need that trap.
We need that trap phone too. They calling. Hey, they calling, y'all.
And yo, that's the roll up, y'all. We be right back, man.
Wow.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
So what we flexing about, fellas?
It's on me. I had to grab my pen and pad this time. So I want to talk about the flawed government system and how it's backfired on the people that have designed and set it up. So you got all these different political things going on, whether how they have set up media, how they've set up society, the economy to run. And one of my things that I do like, and it pisses them off now, is like they've set up CIA, FBI, you know what I mean? And the same things that they set up to investigate other people and to see what's going on in their worlds and things like that. These very things that they designed have been backfiring on them. Now people are inquiring, what are you talking about over there? Because you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing this and you catching me for doing this, you got to be doing something over there. You know what I mean? Or how later, you know, I feel like they didn't think that it would get to this magnitude to where some of the things that that it's blown up to be, they are now like, you know what, I think we gotta re-examine these things. Something like also, like when we learn a little bit more about the food, I feel like, so this is one of my things too, and I'm just gonna put this out here. Even for people that do get their own land and you do feel like you have a sense of freedom, this is what I want to combine. I want to combine your travels when you're going out there and living free to the natural thought of I do remember genetically cloned. You know what? I'm out here in the wild where these things aren't being cloned, where I know it can't be a crime to a fruit seed. I'm eating a fruit or whatever, or kepler. It's a souvenir. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. To bring these kind of things back, you know what type of environments they can be in. They control these things. You know what I'm saying? I say again, the media. I where I'm at, it's on a lot of CNN. You know what I mean? They control those things. You know, but these things are backfiring on them because then we got the internet just like you got the internet. You're just on the strong end, giving us everything that you want to give us, but on the other end or the back end now, we're able to go and decipher through all of the madness and see this, that, and the third. Be like, damn, but this doesn't add up to what you're saying right there. This doesn't meet the eye. You know what I mean? So, and then, you know why I feel like it's really backfired? Because through time, they have said, you know what, I'm going to delegate you for the West. I'm going to delegate you for the North. I'm going to delegate you for the South and for the East, right? Now, instead of it'd be like, yo, we're the big dogs and we report directly to each other, we're sending our messages through our lower ranks people or to our top lieutenants and stuff like that. And this is where the agendas may arise, or the person may not feel a type of way about this. This is how all of these backfirings are starting on them. And I hope it's one real kaboom backfire to set them on a thing to where, you know, yo, we gotta completely rewrite this script. Because you can see,
I feel like that's what happened with the presidency of Donald Trump. Like, that was the kaboom. Whether you like it or not, he exposed some things that when he did, it was almost as like, I knew it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, like,
you know
look at
what I
this
mean?
backfire right here. And yeah,
So
that very emotion.
So
Yes,
now,
yes, yes.
when you think about it in a way of, when you think about it in a way of whatever you want to think of, political, spiritual, economics, finance, whatever it is, all of these windows have been open in the crib, so to say. So now that all of that fresh air is coming in, we got a chance to breathe as a people. You feel what I'm saying? And because each type of person has a chance to breathe and get some fresh air and get a new understanding of what the fuck is really going on,
Right.
you can now adjust. Now your certain cells is getting oxygen that they didn't really get too much of when the windows was closed. You know what I mean? The air ain't so stuffy in here no more. It's a way for us as a human race to rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? And he was that kaboom to make that happen. You feel me? So whether you was Mexican immigrants, whether you was black people getting murdered by the police, whether you was Chinese people with the flu, whether you was Native Americans with whatever, with the oil, whatever's going on out there, whatever it is, all of us were affected by this one thing called the quote-unquote pandemic. So now the pandemic has opened the windows for everybody because everybody can't apparently breathe because of these masks, you would say, right? Now that the windows is open, we actually have a way and I would say a big window to better our entire race. You better your people up in the north, you better your people up there in the south, you better your people over there in the east, you better your people up there in the west, because that whole shit that we was, you know what I'm saying, up under or we was looking at,
If we don't do
it's a facade.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a facade. So now if we continue to play to that facade,
we're gonna keep on.
we just
falling
we
deeper
gonna keep
into
going
the hole.
Exactly.
You know the truth.
So it's like
That means doing the complete
when
opposite.
you know that, you could take these 365 days, because last year we had an extra year. You feel what I'm saying? According to science, when you take these 365 days, anybody that ever fronted on your race, you could get on, and you could show them like, yo, this is where you bust up. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna murder you, but you shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
And they could come back and say vice versa to you. Yo, they could say it to you like, yo, you bust up right here, and this is where you bust up. Now it's the trading of information. You feel what I'm saying? It's your culture can learn from how I'm doing it. Y'all can learn from how I'm doing it. This could do that. That could do that. Now we just gotta iron out the kinks. You feel what I'm saying? Going back to what we spoke about in the roles, and I think it was like episode 2 or whatever, with the man and the woman. Those roles are certain things that have to be ironed out between them.
Right.
Because
Right.
they didn't put so many wrinkles in that particular. And when I say they, I mean like the people that has more control over the masses.
Yes.
So when they put those wrinkles inside that shirt or those pants, whatever you want to, whatever it is, pick whatever garment
They
it is.
didn't realize that.
They didn't understand that there was somebody that's going to be an iron.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
So when that iron pulled up, flattened shit out. Now we got to look at, it's forcing us to press out all of the bullshit, all of the wrinkles,
That's right.
for us to understand. All right, yo, I'm dealing with this particular woman like this. I'm dealing with this particular woman like this. Or I'm dealing with these people like this over here. I'm dealing with this type of industry like this. You're dealing with all of these things because everything is being pressed out into a nice finished product. Whenever you throwing some iron shit, it's like, damn, shit feel good. Whenever you throwing some wrinkle shit, it's like, all right, I'll be right back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it's no more rocking the wrinkle shit. We about to press out.
Everything.
Yeah, we about to press out something smooth. So every race is basically trying to put everybody on. Like, yo, nah, you use a steam, you can use starch. This, that, and the third. If you want to use a hot plate, however you want to do it. I got this type of iron. I got this type of iron. We all gonna figure it out. So with Trump being that kaboom, it's like, where do we go from? Because you saying it's a failed, flawed. I shouldn't even say failed. It's a flawed system, and it's backfiring on them.
It's fake.
Right?
it's
So it's-
flawed.
It appears to be.
We
failed.
found the flaws,
So now it's
and the
with
very
those
system that they
flaws.
set
That's the
up,
wrinkles, right?
The flaws.
So
are
now
the
that we
wrinkles.
pressing out those wrinkles,
Mhm.
what do you think is in it for us? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
people like us. What do you think is in it for us?
that-
It does
that's-
bring me back to the what was the fella's name? You said 12 government seats.
Robert Moses.
It brings me back to that. It means it's more than possible for me as a black man to step in a room
Mm.
and be like, yo, this is what's being done.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's not arguing about that. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yo, sign off right now, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sir. We start. You see what you saw? We start today.
Mm-hmm.
Today. Because we've already seen literally doing it your way,
Right.
trying to set up and think about how on and off topic, how they'll be like, I can't figure out the designs of these old sculptures or these pyramids and things.
Mm.
And you want us to copy off of something that doesn't work for you, but that just probably means you've been trying to figure me out in some
Right.
kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to do what you're doing. I need to, yo, bro. So I got a situation. This is what it is. And I would also like to add, you know what? I think this has something to do with this. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You're the king from the west. I'm the king
Mhm.
from the east.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that we can't have our second and thirds in command. Hey, bring them with you.
Right.
I'm pulling up. Bring them with you. You're my second and my third. Y'all need to pull up with me because y'all are the ones that I count on, that I expect to hold me. A Spock,
Mm-hmm.
a Spock from Star Trek. Spock's, they can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? They gotta tell you all. Nope. I need y'all pull up with me. I'm not gonna always just be like, yeah, I'm gonna send my guys out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a level to where I feel like all of us as kings and queens, not to say, yo, that's what we're titling, but us as kings and queens, there's a level that you even want to meet because of these things that they're doing. You don't want to conspire against the next because you're literally conspiring because you don't like what he's saying, instead of communicating. Yo, bro, communicate. You don't like what I'm
Some type of way
saying?
about this.
Break this down for me. This is what I
don't
feel.
understand this. What did you mean by this?
Mhm,
Can you make this
mhm,
clear for me? Because I
mhm.
think I'm getting this confused. Or
Mhm.
whatever. Like,
Pause, and then you detach from it so you could be able to see what's really going
this is
on.
what I meant. I meant
Yeah.
like this. Oh,
That's it.
nah, my fault. You got it
That's it.
confused. I'm really saying
That's
this.
that's
Mhm.
communication
That's
on like
simple.
101 type joint.
Right.
That's how them. That's how you right. That's how them wrinkles do get.
Bro, when you do a push-up,
Mm-hmm.
a person to tell you exactly what you're working when you're doing a normal push-up. You want to understand them things. You don't want to just have a person out here tell you, yeah, just do push-ups, push-ups,
Facts.
push-ups, push-ups, push-ups. You're gonna get there.
You want to understand the hand motion, how
Yeah,
you're supposed to place
like-
your legs, how you're supposed to posture yourself, all of that
Because
shit. Because
It's like it's work too. You just
You be
working,
wasting your
working,
time and
yeah,
energy
you,
at
you
that
could be
point.
hurting yourself just
Mhm.
after a time. So nah, there are variations of push-ups to where I'm not. My wrist is no longer in this one position. I'm actually, there's more muscles than just getting it just here. You know what I'm saying? You do different things. They just, their system is backfiring on them. And
So now you saying we have the ability to pull up to the table and present the solutions to their issues,
yo,
and they shouldn't be able to hold it against
we have
us.
another 4 years to think about.
what the fuck?
Do you all really want to vote again? This is your 47th.
Right.
This is your
It'll be the
47th
47th time that y'all
time
did
that
this.
you have been
Right. In the
it's-
same
there's been
situation.
in the flawed system.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Right.
And the same flawed system.
All this
is
is opening up
being-
the windows, and you're right.
Do you
But
want
they
to?
say
You got 4
insanity,
years
doing the
to
same
basically,
thing over and
yeah.
over, expecting different results. It's different. It's deep.
You want to do that, and then you know how many of y'all there is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about why, and I'm thinking about this. Why you said women got the lashes, and the nails and all of
Mhm.
that.
We're going upstairs.
It's mad. We've been taught already
To get that money.
to get that bread, right?
Mhm.
So
Hustling,
let me
man.
ask you something.
Mhm.
Why not?
Understand.
We got 4 years, really. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta have a business by yourself. You see how I've already said
Get
the
with your
Spanish.
get with your spots.
Yo.
You feel me? Get with your trusted
Get
individuals.
with your peoples. You know what
Get
I'm
with
saying?
your trusted
captains,
individuals.
your
Yo,
spots,
check it,
just
check
all your
it.
trusted
We
individuals,
go to
put
school,
the money
right?
together,
We
put it
we
in the
know
pot.
we know other people in school. There's you balling, I'm balling. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't get this ultimate squad?
Mhm.
Like, is there a cap? What we've been taught on things, they cap off on certain things, and they have just unlimited. Is there a cap on a bunch of people from the hood
There's no cap on that.
with that do all of y'all girls doing nails?
No
Y'all
cap
so
on
in a
that.
level that's
No cap on
competing
that.
against
No
each other.
limitations.
You know what I'm saying? They got us really competing. So you got 4 years really, yeah, and you got 4 years of figuring out, do you want to go through another cycle of corruption of being just played, seeing all of the flaws? You know what I'm saying? I want to get with my boys. You know what I'm saying? And my boys and them is gonna get with my boys. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. Just because we already know now, hey yo, I'm gonna link with this person, and I'm gonna capitalize
Right.
and
Off the moment.
off of the
Because they didn't open up the windows. That's a fact.
Yo, bro, you balling? Oh yeah. Yo, bro, and I got my mans that ball. And yo, matter of fact, oh yeah,
Call
you know
him
him. Yo, yeah,
Tell him to pull up.
yes.
We
And
got
we got a
saying-
whole game
And
going.
guess what? They like I said, their system is flawed. So we know we don't gotta go against each other. We know we could pull everybody together. The Da Vinci's, the Mozarts all come together and all bring everything against everything that y'all been putting out there on us, because that's what they really don't want.
Yeah. That's
And
facts.
and
That's
your
what it is.
and your flaw literally showed that, like, damn, all of the Spanish people from Fordham Road that was wilding, y'all ain't like that. But if all of the people would have had came together and went and linked
Open up
they
they one big ass motherfucking store
Right.
on Fordham Road.
if they would have been wilding out, all of the stuff that y'all don't want people to come together on that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? So now we know, hey y'all, they want to control the masses.
Right.
But that would really mean the masses control them then. We just not really putting it down on them. So the little bit of people, think about this. We over here crying about this little small group is devastating us when all it take is just that. My pop said this, not my pop said this. He said, yo, y'all really let that boy get beat up in the streets? He said, but they got guns and stuff. He said, it's 15 of y'all in this two of them. So what if somebody get shot? So what? He said, the point is to smoke them out. He said, that's all a lie. He said, that's all a lie. Good looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so pre the flaws, y'all. You know what I mean?
Get with your
What-
spots.
Get with
Yeah.
your fucking spots, man.
Get
Get with your
spots.
niggas, get with your fam, get with your people, get with your trusted ones, bro, trusted individuals, bro, and figure this shit out, bro. Cause at the end of the day, you ain't do nothing, you probably gonna blow it away anyway. And that's a wrap.
That's a flex, y'all.
That's a fucking flex, man.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.